Hi, so this is kind of a body image issue story time, slash just like me sitting here talking about a topic. I needed to make a video. I needed to add a video to my channel, but I didn't know what to do, and this is just gonna be me talking about like a tiny little topic, and hopefully you just enjoy me sitting here talking to you about stuff like that. I don't really have the energy or the I'm not home alone, so I can't make a cool video with me acting out things or anything like that. I can't make a cooking video. I don't really I'm not really good at DIYs and things like that. I never really have been. Maybe I am, I just don't have the materials. So yeah, this is kind of a story time about just how I dealt with my body image issues. Whenever I was 3 or 4, I kind of shot up, and I was a little taller than some of the kids, and people would always tell me oh, you got so big. But for some reason I would take it as it's a bad thing. I shouldn't be this size. I should be petite, and cute and short. And I was so little, and I associated with a normal adult thing that they say to kids oh, you're getting so big. You would think you would be happy about that as a toddler, but I wasn't happy about that. I was I don't want to get bigger, and I don't know where I got that idea from. And now I'm not taller than everyone. Now I'm short and kind of stubby. I feel I stopped growing around 5th grade. I kind of just stayed this size, and now I kind of wish that I had pretty long legs, pretty long thin legs, but yeah, I got what I got. And it's so funny because I hated being tall. I didn't want that, and then I became short, and now I don't really want to be short and stubby and have the body type that I do. So I guess whatever you end up with, that just goes to show that whatever you end up with, you're not gonna want. I literally had curly hair. It was so pretty. It had perfect little curls, and now I want, and then I wanted straight hair, and now I have straight hair, and my hair is just a huge mess, and I wish it would go back to the way that it was before. And so I was a little bit taller. I had a boyfriend from 1st grade to 4th grade, and it's really funny. We would play on the recess field we were vampires, and that's my dog, that just scared me so bad, and werewolves, and people would kind of look at us are you crazy? But we were in 1st through 4th grade when we did this, and I was just a really big Twilight fan. And anyway, he would get so angry, a werewolf, and pretend to be a werewolf, and he would just freak out and breathe really hard and just and then his friends would hold him back, and everyone was just shook. And I was obsessed with this guy, and now I don't know where he is. He doesn't go to my school anymore. It's weird, but that's just an interesting fact, a little thing I wanted to add. Like I said, I stopped growing in 5th grade, but I had this friend, and her brothers would always talk about my body, how either they thought I was fat or I was too tall. I remember her youngest brother that was older than her was why are your legs so big? Look at your legs are bigger than mine, and I'm older than you, which he's 1 year older than me. But anyway, he was just like a douchebag, and like guys are douchebags. Some guys will like admire you for having big legs, and some guys will tell you something about it. My legs are like medium now, you know, ish, but like it's just like it doesn't even matter, you know? Like I was like a kid, and like it just really shaped how I treated myself mentally and physically. And I also remember an instance, like I was wearing these like pink tights that I got from Justice with something over it, and they were like, look at her legs, like oh my god, and like it just like tore me down. Like my friend was like skinny and petite, and I was like, why don't I look like that? And there were just instances I remember in like 4th grade. I remember this dude being like, your body's weird. I started developing early. I got like an hourglass figure in literally 4th grade, and I got my period and everything, and like guys like weren't used to that. Like they were used to like little 4th graders, you know, looking like little boys, which like if that's your body too, like that's okay too. Like the important thing is to be healthy and not tear yourself down, cuz you shouldn't like compare yourself to anyone. I just realized that I forgot to put highlight and contour on but I don't care. This was just like a quick thing I wanted to film. It's not that I like don't care about like my content or anything, you know, it's just like I needed to film a video, so I just hurried up and went and put my makeup on, which is another thing. I wish I didn't feel like I have to go put my makeup on to like be on social media. Like I don't usually wear makeup unless I'm doing something like this or I'm going out, and I wish that I was like comfortable enough with myself to like just be the real me and stuff, you know. I remember again when I was like 11, my dad was like fussing me because I would be really greedy and I would like eat everything in the house, and he was like, not to be mean, but you're pushing the envelope like with fat and stuff, like referring to like me like getting fat, and you know I wasn't even like, I was like a normal size for my height and everything, but like I was just a developed kid. Like I developed at an early age, and I guess that like made him uncomfortable, which is like a horrible example to set, by the way. Like it's just, you're already like, I was already going through like why is all this like happening to my body, and then like I got like further away in my relationship with my dad, and that is like that is like a whole other video which I've been wanting to film, but I feel like it's really personal and there are people involved, and if there weren't I would so film it, but there's just stuff about it that I'm kind of like iffy about. Like there's so many story times that I could give involving that. Anyway, so like I said, I kind of stopped growing like after that, and kind of just like remained like this. But I mean, it was like a hard time, you know, like being a girl, there's so many like expectations for you. There's so many, and like you are made the way you are because there's no one else that's made like you. And that is beautiful in itself. You should like take care of yourself, like love yourself, treat yourself good. Treat yourself good. That is the most important thing, really. I mean, because you're not going to be happy if you have the best body if you're not treating yourself good. Like, that's just the #1 thing. And all girls from a young age, like, I already know, like, when I have a kid, like, and, you know, I'm going to be like, you're so beautiful. Like, you know that, right? Like, no matter what you look like, you're so unique. Like, I feel like, I just farted. I feel like that's important to treat little girls from like a young age. Anyway, you know, I filmed this whole video and I farted and I regret it, but I'm just gonna keep it. Like, I'm disgusting, like, deal with it. Anyway, be yourself.